Hey guys, welcome back to another video on Solo Leveling Rise, Black Thunder here. So this will be the shadows guide. Like I'll give you all the info of the shadows and which shadows are most important, like ranging from most important to least important, so you can focus on them. And I'll show you like why they are the most important source of power. Because I will compare both my accounts, the F2P one and the pay to win one. And if we remove the shadows, like both of them are like 19-20 level. And also do remember today is the last day to do the POS 20 demos to get that frame and the golden avatar. I have made a guide already and yesterday I did it on the live stream itself. So I'll put the links in the pinned comments, but now let's see the shadows. Like you can see in my main account, all of them are general and I am currently sitting at 787k. So let me show you all the skills of the shadows because they are really important. Like first let me show you how upgraded they are. Like you can see all of the skills are level 7 and their armaments are like A2 or A3. Only my tank is remaining with level 6 skills, the rest all of them are level 7. I just made blade skills today level 7. So you can see all of them are golden triangles because you have to like use your resources efficiently and upgrade them equally. Only my Tusk and Kaisel 1 triangle is remaining and then I'll go to the red triangles. And for the armament and skills, they are upgraded equally too. So first let's like see the Igris because he's the goat of the shadows. He used to be. And if we see his armament skill, so here you can see it increases the crit hit rate and crit hit damage and it applies only on the shadows. So I'll tell the difference of that too, which buffs apply to the user like SJW or hunters and which applies to the shadows. And his shadow authority is like it increases the crit hit rate. So that's the thing. And here in the iron you can see like this only applies to the shadows and here it is also used for defense down on the enemy, so it is really useful. Like before Biru came out, so we used to use him with Serbia support shadows for the defense down. And see this defense increase, this only applies to the shadows because this would be too broken on the hunters. And this is the main shadow authority. He increases the defense by some percentage and he also like stuns the target. And now let's see blades. So he interrupts the target and his main shadow authorities increase attack and he also increases the attack. So here you can see users attack. So it applies on SJW or the hunters if you are like using him as in BOT. So sometimes he is really useful. And also if we see the Igris, so he also stuns the target and similarly increases the user's attack by 100% for 10 seconds and also like applies bleed and stuns the target. So that's why Igris is the goat. Like we can use blades and Igris and BOT as support shadows to get that 100% increase attack for 10 seconds. So they are really useful. And then comes Big Rock. Like he used to be a meta unit when he came out, sorry, meta shadow, because if you are like using him on POD during the dark days, so magnifying slashes hit like a truck. And his armament skill is real good when the shadows like get hit, so it like applies defense down on the enemy that is the main boss. So like I was saying, like that basic skill increase also applies to the main skills of the weapons too, like 7%. And then comes the best shadow like as the support, though as the main authority he increases the crit damage, you can see here. Though for his combustion skill he is like irreplaceable in the support shadows because the duration is infinite. Like his 3 or 4 skills including the ultimate skill involves combustion. Sadly though they don't stack, but if like he misses one skill, so there are chances he will do another skill and put the combustion debuff on the boss. Now comes one more meta shadow and it is Biru. Like we also use him as the main shadow for the attack increase and he like puts the punishment effect, that is the most crucial one, so we don't have to use min. Like if we compare the punishment effect, so both have equal stats and equal time. Like you can see 5% for 20 seconds, so it is similar to Biru. That's why we don't use min, the headless trash support. And he also like help in gaining like HP because he chewed off the head of the min, that's why. So it is kind of funny, but like I said, he's also a really good shadow. And this defense penetration and HP increase only is for shadows. Now comes another meta shadow which is currently being used a lot right now, that is Bestie, due to her defense penetration and interruption skill because she freezes the target. Like in Deimos also she freezes him and she's really useful for the defense penetration because think of defense penetration like this: on every attack you are getting a 10% defense down, so that is what indirectly defense penetration is. And now comes Tusk, like he's a mid shadow. He used to be good when Alicia was there due to the increase in core attack, because that 40% core attack is really good, and he's also usable with Vetcha. And if you are like looking for the raw power, then Kaisel is the best. You can see the percentages like 1400, 1100, something like that. So he has like lot of raw power, but he's a mid shadow too. You no need to focus on him. If you are like a mega whale or a good low spender or veteran player, then only focus on him. So now the main question arises is which shadow to focus on. So first let me cover the main shadow authority. So for that only two or three shadows are the best, like Igris is there and Bestie is there. Like in my opinion, these are the best two shadow authorities. And third one is Biru, because Biru is real good once he's like general or high rank. So he's also really useful. But if you are a new player, just focus on Bestie and Igris. I'll show you why in my F2P account too. I have made both of them general. Now comes the support shadow. So best is like Iron for defense down, and the other best one is like Biru too, because he still applies the punishment effect. And the best one is like Serbi. So Serbi and Biru, these two are currently going on in every setup, because like kind of Iron is outdated and you don't need that much defense down. So if I were to say like these three shadows, Serbi, Bestia and Biru, they go with every team mode, and Igris too if you are like a new player and lagging crit. So these four are the main shadows you should focus on. And once you have like made them, so go for Iron, because he's the next best thing, and Big Rock. Like these six are the main shadows that you should promote the ranks or make the armaments. And if we see like Blade, Tank, Kaisel and Tusk, so they are mid shadows and they should be like given the least priority. They are mid and they are not much usable, because many players have confusion like what to focus on. And now let me show you why I have so high power in Shadow Army, all thanks to percentage gems. If you have seen my videos, then you know that a flat attack versus a tier 6 attack percentage gems gives you 10k additional power in the shadows. So if I like replace these three flat attack gems with attack percentage, I'll gain 30k power, so my shadows will be 817k. So that's the power of attack percentage, defense percentage, and HP percentage gems, and you should focus on that. Now let me show you the main example, which is the most important, like how much shadows matter. So what I'll do is I'll just show you my preset. Like let me show you the water team, because they are the most well built right now in my account. So what I'll do is I'll show you the difference with shadows and without shadows. So let me just get the preset right, and I'll just see like whether they are equipping the cores, so we can have like nice hint. So now what I'll do is I'll just disband the Baron. So this is my power, almost 2.1 million. And now what I'll do is I'll just remove the shadows and then I'll show you the difference. Like it is as if my whole hunter team got naked or got their clothes removed. So you can see like 800k difference there. And you can see like all level 15 cores and level 100 artifacts. And do remember that my armory is also included in this. It is 263k right now, or 264k, something like that. And as I am including one shadow, I am gaining like 200k ish power, something like that, close to that. So this is the difference without shadows and with shadows. You can see it for yourself. And if you remove the 200k power of the armory from there, so it is like 1.1 million, close to that, because armory power is universal and it stays with you all the time. So you can get a better hint, because now I'll show you my F2P account and then you'll understand what I'm talking about. So here you can see like my shadows are only this much, and mainly like I said, only you need to focus on two, Bestie or Igris if you are lacking crit, and Bestie for Arc Life because you need to clear that Arc Life bitch. For that you need defense penetration if you are using like fire team with Kanai instead of Yusoyun. And here the next best thing as the support, that is Igris for combustion, and you can see I have upgraded their skills too for more power. So only thing I'm lacking here is Biru for that punishment effect, and what I'm doing is currently making all of them elite so I can like upgrade their skills and gain more power. So like I said, just focus on Bestie, Biru and Servi. They are the best three shadows there is, because you can meet like crit rate and crit hit damage with cores, so no need to focus on Igris that much. And in my opinion, this is the best event. Like we are getting so much traces with that. Like imagine I'm getting 6 traces for almost a gate, so maybe I'm getting like 30-50 traces from here, and daily I'm purchasing them from mana exchange shop. like 10 of them, and also I'm getting from guild boss and beauty shop. So in just 1 month I managed to like collect 800 traces. Yes, you heard that right, in my main account. And for the gems, you can see most of them are attack percentage and HP percentage and defense percentage. Only you need that to inflate your shadow army power. So mainly like I am focusing on gems and shadows in this account. And you can see like my armory is this much, because this will help you get the idea what I'm about to show you. Like my shadow army is 156k, you saw it yourself, and this much is armory 125k. So now I'll show you my best preset, because in this account my fire team is the best. I'll do the same, disband my baron and remove all the shadows. So here you can see, if like you remove 100k armory power, so my hunters will be like 900k ish around. And in my main account it was like 1 million or 1.1 million. Like you can see here, all artifacts are level 100 and cores are like maxed. Most of them are level 15s and 10s are almost maxed. So you can see, like I was telling, there is only 19-20 difference in my main account and this account, and that is the impact, shadows, armory and the remnant ports. That's why you need to focus on shadows itself. Like whenever I buy some packs, it's almost always shadows, because they are the most important part of this game to meet the power requirement. So this is it for the video. Hope it helps you make your shadows even better. Also, not to have any confusion like which to promote, I already told Bestie, Biru and Serbi, these are the best 3 shadows there are in the game. And if you are new to the channel, do hit that like, subscribe and share. And also we'll be going live tomorrow early morning, because there is sharp live stream. So if you wish to join me, you can join me. I'll just schedule the live. And this is it for this video. I'll see you next time. Till then, take care.